So what I'm going to do first is I've mixed up some 600 grams of resin, 400 of part A and 200 of part B, and this is from Just Resin. And I'm going to just put a little bit in these leaves. I was thinking of just putting them all around first and then sprinkling the resin on, but I've decided I shall put the resin in there and see how that goes. I'm hoping I don't make a big mess with it, but I'm not sure how much resin I'm going to need for this project, because I'm going to end up with two bowls or two sculptures that I'll put together in the end. So let's see if we can mix this up. I'll do that with my hands. I just want to get a bit of resin on them so that, and then I can pour some more on the top afterwards. But I just want to make sure they're all coated. Okay, so, and now I've got to try and lay them around my two bowls so that I've got enough. I did lay them out beforehand just to see if I had enough here, and I did, so I've got to just carefully place them now so I don't use too much in one and not have enough left. It's going to be a hot couple of days here. I'm in central Victoria and we've got a bit of a heat wave coming up. Labor Day holiday on Monday. And of course that's in Australia, if I didn't say that, for those who are watching who aren't here in Australia. Nice and sticky anyway. It's going to be interesting this, because I've made a couple of bowls before but never with anything quite like this. So we'll go over to this other one, and hi, I'm back just to show you that I'm mixing up the colours. I've got the marble colour, and I've got this resin metallic blue, and I've got the red from Solid Solutions. Oh, actually they say it's orange, looks red to me. So I'm just mixing those up at the moment in the cups, but I will have to go and make up another mix of resin because once I start pouring I don't really want to stop. So that's one, and I've got the blue here. I just put you can see on the stick, just a little bit of each into the colours. These colour up really well, so you get a strong rich colour. My air purifier on today to get rid of any smells of the resin, which can be quite strong. Actually the alcohol is more, I find it stronger. I think the resin's pretty good. But if if you're not sure, make sure you wear your safety gear, because some people can be allergic to it. And there's my orange. I'll call it orange because that's what they say it is. To me it looks more like red, but it's sort of like a tomato red. So I'm going to just leave those sitting for a minute while I go and mix up some more resin. actually I'm back because I just realised I want to use this same jug. So, and I've got some of the clear resin here left that I want to pour onto here. So I'll do that first and then I'll go and mix some more. So let's pour, just to give these a little bit more. I don't really want the colour so much on these. So I'll just do the clear on these and then come in with the colour after. And this other one. I might just need to rearrange them a little bit as well. Okay, I'll be back soon. Hello, I'm back. I've mixed my colours, my resin. I'm all ready to go. This is the exciting bit, because you never know what it's going to turn out like. And that's part of the fun of being creative. You know, being absorbed in what you're doing is very healthy for you. A really good, healthy thing to do, being absorbed. Time just flies, you're not in your mind, in your thoughts. And you can just enjoy the process and not fret about it, just let whatever happens, happens. I'm going to try using this because it's just a little thing I bought from Temu, and let's see what happens with it. I think I put it this way. So I just hope, I'm going to have to try and make sure I don't use all my colours in the one tray. Otherwise I'll have to make more. So, without further ado, here we go. My goodness. Just going to try and use a bit of each colour without making a mess. I did think of pouring it all into one cup, but decided against that. So I'm going to now have to be sort of careful and mindful of not spilling this everywhere. I'll get rid of these sticks because they're in the way now. Looks like it's just staying there anyway, waiting for me to lift it up. So that's okay. I can and we'll go again. Oh, it's starting to pour out. You can see it coming out there. Pretty.
low-key, keep it softly spoken, with no strings tying you to me. I'm happy in your company with no emotion, 'cause my love deserves to be free. I never wanna look at a house in the garden, I never wanna lock you down. I know you're not mine, it's just my turn, but we can still have fun for now. You told me you don't really do commitment, trust me, consider your message received. When you said you couldn't take us too seriously, I must admit I was relieved. 'Cause I never wanna play happy families with you, but I like having you around. I'm fully aware this is a flash in the pan, but we can still have fun for now. Stop paying so much attention, and when you're moving in another direction, don't worry, I get it. I meant what I said when I said it, lady. I never wanna look at a house in the garden, I never wanna lock you down. I know you're not mine, it's just my turn, but we can still have fun for now. No, I never wanna play happy families with you, but I like having you around. I'm fully aware this is a flash in the pan, but we can still have fun for now. Yeah, we can still have fun for now. Oh, we can still have fun for now.
Hi, I'm back, and it's now 4 o'clock. That's 5 hours that they've been sitting here, and when I touch them, they're not sticky or tacky. So I think I'm going to do it. I've got my little former here, which I'm going to just move that along a little bit and see if you can see that. There we go. I've put some plastic on it because obviously, because I've done them in the moulds, they haven't got any plastic. So, this is going to be a bit tricky. I just hope I can do it without making a big mess. I'm moulding it when it's still fresh, relatively fresh. I'll just move this out of the way while I do this so you can see what I'm doing. The trouble is, it sort of folds into each other. I don't want it to do that, so I'm going to have to try and just gently prise it away from the mould. And put that away there. Get my former. And and see if I can put this over. Center it so that it's even on both sides, which is always hard. I love the colours, and the potpourri looks like it's doing very nicely. I was thinking one day I might try making a lampshade. I think something like this would make a beautiful lampshade. I don't know about the leaves, it might burn. Might set the place on fire. Don't really want a line there. It's quite even either. I think it needs to go over this way a bit. How does that look? No, it's not. It's still not even. This is when you start playing with it too much, you end up wrecking it. So, not, well, I'm not wrecking it totally, but it's just, trying to get it even on both sides. And of course it's stretching. I can see it stretching, because it's still fresh. Oh well, I might leave that one like that. And then pop the other one on top. I've got some more plastic ready. And this was Sue's idea, this one, so that they fit into each other. And you know what? I should have put the other one on first. Only because it's got a hole. So I'll just pop that one over there for the minute. And I'm just wondering, oh gosh, do I try and change it or leave it? See, this one here is got the, because it's meant, the mould is meant for a clock. This one looks like it's a lot thicker too. No, you know what? I think, am I doing the right thing or not? But I do think that I would prefer to have, oh, Jesus, no, I'm going to wreck it. See, it is stretching. Let's see. Fun and games, folks, fun and games. Fun and games. Look, this is not going to work. This is going to end up disastrous if I try to play with that now. So I'm going to change tact. I'm going to put this back on here. It's already stretched quite a bit because of and breaking in some places, which I'm not happy about. Because of the weight, I think. The weight of these, you can see it's sort of, where you can see the yellow, that's tape under there. So it's stretching and breaking. So I'm going to have to leave that one, I think. Not happy. Not happy at all. I'm going to... I don't want to ruin this because it's too beautiful a piece. There, and I'm going to have to fix it up later. It's stretching terribly. It would have been so beautiful, and now I've got this sort of like great big hole on this side. Deary me. See it there? Great big hole. Oh, this is what's frustrating. You think you've got it, and it's going well, and then look what happens. I think I'll have to leave it and let it dry, and then I might have to pour some more resin on it once it's dry. Very disappointing. That looks terrible at the moment, but I'll put I'll get this one. Electrical tape around that just to hold it. I wonder if the same thing's going to happen to this one. Almost makes me wonder if I should just try and do a bowl instead. Oh, well. This one seems a lot thicker, but that doesn't mean to say it's not going to fall over as well. I'm not going to play with this one too much. I'm just going to leave it, and then if I have to fix that other one up and put some more resin on it and pop it into the middle of this, that might work. This one's got a bigger base than the other one. I'm really disappointed in that because it was turning out so good, and the colours are beautiful. I love the potpourri around it. It just looks so good. So that was really disappointing. But I'd say it was probably a little bit thinner than this one. Oh well, put him aside, and this one keeps stretching. It's just continuing to stretch. What should I do? It looks sad. Well, folks, I'll leave it at that, and we'll come back and we'll see what happens. Hi, I'm back. Well, to say that I had problems with this is an understatement. I'll tell you what happened. So this one here, you know, obviously it was a little bit thicker, and I only ended up with one hole where it stretched because the weight of this potpourri made it stretch as it was drying. So whether perhaps I should have left it one more hour, 6 hours instead of 5. I don't know whether that would have made any difference. It appeared okay, you know, compared to other ones I've done. When I touched it, it wasn't tacky. But anyway, that's this one. That's the second one with the hole. That was the mold with the clock mold. And then, and I mean, that sits up pretty well. Then this one, when I put it on the form, it just kept stretching and stretching. You know, when you saw that tape where it was stretching, well, it just kept stretching and it would have broken. So I had to do something drastic. So I tried to rescue it. And what I did, I put it in a bowl, and where it was all broken, I poured some resin into the bowl and popped this on top. And then I tried to form this over the bowl, but as it turned out, it sort of just started collapsing inwards and did its own thing. And I still ended up with one hole in it. Actually, there is another one there, I can see, a little one. So that's the bottom where I poured the extra resin on. So now I'm faced with a dilemma. Do I just leave them like this and turn them into flower pots, or, you know, or do I try and form a sculpture? And I did put this in, and it actually sits really firmly in there like that. So, and it actually looks, you know, quite nice there. That's like the front of it. So I'm thinking what I might try is pouring some more resin, putting a little bit in the bottom, then popping this on top, and with the same colours and that little strainer thing from Temu, I shall, well, I'll show you what I'm going to do, okay? I'll go and mix my resin and then I'll come back and let's see if we can sort of turn this into a little bit of a masterpiece after a failed attempt. Like, I mean, resin's very forgiving. So, you know, if you do have a failure, I mean, who would have ever thought it would turn out like that? It almost looks like a gum nut thing out of one of the children's books. It could even go in my fairy garden for the grandchildren, but it could be a flower pot. It could be a sculpture. You know, there's numerous things you could do with it. So let's do that and see how we go. I'll be back shortly. Okay, we're ready to do this. I've poured my resins and I'm not sure exactly how I want to go with this, but I think I'll pour, I'm not sure if I'll have enough to fill up this hole here. That's the only thing, so I just realised that. But let's see how we go. I'll pour a little bit in the bottom first, even though it's going to go through the hole. So it's probably not that necessary to do that, but I just want to have a little bit down there for it to grip on. So we'll pop this one in here. I think that's the best way, that way there. And I'm going to put this in the bottom. I should go this way. I'll do it that way.
I look at you and it's easy to see. You are that someone I've been trying to meet. I got your number, won't you pick up the phone? Don't leave me hanging on the dial tone. Think back to the night that we met, jumping in the pool, talk to you, dripping wet. Nervous when I speak, so I trip on my tongue. Never thinking you would be my number one.
Okay, we're back again. I've plugged up the holes with a bit of glue. I'm hoping that by doing that it won't all end up in the bowl, because that's not, I don't want to fill the bowl up with resin. So, and I suppose I should be waiting until this dries a bit, but me being impatient, I'm hoping I've put enough glue in the holes to block them off so that we can continue. So I'm going to pop this way this time, and let's see what happens this time. I'll just check. Yeah, I think it's filling up okay. I had to try and save this disaster, and I think I haven't done a bad job. Like it's, I've turned it into a bit of a sculpture, bowl, vase, whatever you'd like to use it for. I love the potpourri. It's very strong, and it seems to have really worked. The bottom I've smoothed it out a bit so there's no rough edges, and yeah, I'm really happy with the result. I poured resin down the bottom and glued up the hole and poured a bit of resin down there so that it doesn't, you can't see the glue. It just looks like part of the potpourri feature, and I'm really happy with it, how it's turned out. There's no, stopping you if you do have a bit of a disaster. Let me know what you think. I think it. I'm happy with it, but let me know what you think. It's very organic looking. It's very Beatrix Potter sort of fantasy type bowl, I think. Yeah, so thanks for watching, and till next time, bye.